Right, I've got it in position, I think it's right, so we'll start moving it around and weld her on, tack it on anyway to start with. The only problem now, of course, is it's going to get too heavy to lift, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, yeah? In the summer of 2020, from humble beginnings, we started a channel, and this is our journal. With limited finance, what started with the need for a rotating fly tying vise, we went to making knives, 2x72 belt grinders, and here and there an outdoor oven or two. The ultimate goal is to build an off-grid cabin in the woods. But for now, we work with what we have, we do what we do, and we welcome you to follow along with our humble journey. We can't guarantee what's coming around the corner or what's coming next, but we genuinely hope you can sit back and enjoy our journey as much as we are. Starting to get a wee bit too breezy, yeah? Alright, it's not bad, we'll get one there. It's good enough. It's going to be a bit of distortion. Life is what it is. Okay, we got to shrink that up too. It's better. hammer. Let's check it, check it. Is that there? Poke it in the middle here. Nice. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Beautiful. Mud on the helm. There's no gap there now. So cracking on with part 2 and moving forward with this old build of what we're doing here. You would have just seen me putting the top on, putting the legs on, and just to catch you up with where we're at. So we'll zoom in a little bit closer and have a look at what's not going so well and what's going so well. Most of it's pretty good, like I've said earlier in the first one. Working to drawings, everything's working out all right. Due to the fact that stainless steel quite costly stuff and I'm scavenging offcuts and stuff that's getting thrown away, I said in the last video, I'll say again, I fabricated these angles. If you're going to make it yourself, I would definitely, probably not a good idea because it's not that square and everything else, but it's pretty close, pretty good. What I've done on here is a few gaps on top here. Some of those welds are missed. I may have to go back over and do those. But anyway, we'll see how it works out. At the end of the day, I'll put some stitches down there. So yeah, we'll zoom in a bit closer and you can see what I'm looking at. So the last thing you would have seen me doing in that little bit of footage is knocking these sides out, because these spot welds tend to have pulled them in a bit. So I'm just knocking those out to get them straight, square and everything else. I do seem to have a bit of a gap in here. Don't really know what I was thinking. I should have disregarded the top. I think I went off the top knowing full well I didn't cut it all that accurately. I should have just, shouldn't have done that. Don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, it's done now, so we'll work around it. So what I've got to do now is fit this top, because that's going to be cut into there. So it's almost fits. It's pretty tight around that side. There's a wee bit of a gap here, so I'm just going to relieve it. I'm just going to relieve it here. You probably can't see that now, but a wee bit of a gap. So what I am going to do, I'm going to get the welder back out. I am going to put some stitches in here. I'm not going to fully weld it, but I'll put some stitches in, and I am going to run around, if you can see, because that's fabricated, I'm going to run around there with some high temperature silicone. You know what I mean? Yep. So with that being said, let's get on and carry on building. Next part is the front. So we'll get that fitted in and we'll start drilling. So that's fitting all good. So I've actually, you can probably can't see, but I've actually center punched all these holes around here. So I'll drill it from this side, flip it over, hold it down and drill the other side, and then I'll drill out the proper size. I'll just put pilot drills through and we will tap that bottom flange. And it is stainless, so should really go a bit slower, but I just want to get it done. We might burn a few drills out, but we'll get there. Oh. I'll drill and tap these 4 corners. I'll drill and tap 4 corners, and then I'll hold it down, and then I'll go through and drill all the rest, and then tap them later. Yep. that now. So if you're drilling stainless steel, or should I say if you're tapping, we're doing a M6 hole in here. So what the charts tell us to do is drill a 5 mil hole for that, because it's M6 by 1. What you normally do with stainless steel is you'll go slightly bigger. Stainless steel is tough. It's not hard, it's tough. Very hard on taps and stuff like this, but hopefully, because it's only 3 mil, we should be alright. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to tap actually through both of those. Tap through both of those, put some fasteners in, and then I'll come back after I've done all the others and I'll drill a 6.5 mil hole just to give it a bit of clearance. Hopefully this works, or it'll snap off, or take your time, mate. Take your time. Nice, very nerve-wracking, but we're getting there. Oh, not ideal, hitting on a leg, yeah. What do we do, what do we do? Extend it out. Right, we'll screw that down. Oh, then we'll do that one. Thank you. Rightio, these aren't going to be the final fasteners, but these are the only fasteners I've got. And if you really want my advice on anything, it comes from 40 something years of working with stainless steel. Don't ever put a bolt or a nut or anything on without some anti-seize, yeah? Because it may be the last time you ever do it. It'll bind up. Don't need that. And yeah. Once it's bound, yeah, you'll never get it out. You have to drill it out, re-tap it, didn't fit, all the rest of it. Oh, no. Sweep, that'll work. Might have to leave it there because I think it's going to rain. Alrighty, so we're back at it. The rain has been and gone. And up to the next stage. So we pretty much got all the fasteners now. So I've drilled and tapped all that, done it out. You may have to tweak it a bit, but so here we go. Put the new fasteners in, and then we'll fit the firebox and the oven box, which I've finished up off site. And yeah, it's all good. Nice. There's two reasons I put all those bolts in, even though it's quite a lot. First reason is just to make sure it fits. Kind of a bit crooked on some of my things, but that's alright. And the other one is I'm going to have to do something on the firebox there to get around those bolts. And it holds it flat. When I put the stitch welds on, it should hold that flat and stop it buckling too much, distorting. Right, all good. Let's go and get the firebox here, try it in. So this here being the dirty old firebox, as per drawing, you will note I have made a change on the drawing, calls for 6mm on there, but it's my drawing and I just make it up as I go. So I've tried 3mm, if it doesn't work I'll cut it out and put 6mm in. Didn't have any 6mm at the time. I did say I didn't know if I was going to weld that in. I've prepped that out and fully welded around the base of the mild steel there for the grate. Put a full weld there. Cut the side here. The theory is the fire will be in here and the air will flow there and through the oven and out the flue. What else have I done? I put a few stitches just in there, if you can see that. And that there is what I've done, yeah. Let's try it in. So theory being, the old firebox fits in there. Okay, so we're going to have to, yep, sort of expected that. So we're going to have to tweak up that side there, so we'll mark that. Get out a sander at some stage and just, yeah, what you could have done is made that longer and just bolted through it, but I didn't, so if a mark pen, really. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll just relieve that and that'll work. That's what I did on the last one as well. Just bang in there with the bullnose flap wheel if I still got one. That should be good. Make it the same distance for the whole lot. Already scientific marking out, but that's it. Really cocked that up, but never mind. So here we go. So this firebox, we'll get that in. You probably can or can't see there's gaps in the corners, but I just fuse that up. I just run a wee bit of weld in the corner. But first of all, I've got to get it square, get those notched and get it square, and then I'll stitch in there. Same on this side, some on the top corners. Yeah, cool. So that's good. Let's get the oven box and see if that fits. So that's the oven box. We're up to with it now. Not sure why this white stuff's coming on, but never mind, we don't worry about that. So what I've actually done is this time, different to my other ovens I've done. One time I put angle iron in there, just to put your trays in there. This time what I've done is got 4mm round bar. That one's a bit bent. I don't know what happened there. Got my hole in the wrong place, I think. But that doesn't matter. So I put these in at different levels, so you can see that. And then I've also gone and got some 4mm round bar here, and I'll make up those there. Those will be three trays here, or grills or grates or whatever you call them, go in there. But I'm going to try it first before I get the other two done, just see how she works and how much heat we can get into it. Yeah, so that's the theory anyway. So that's where we're up to right now. Nice, it's going to work. So once again, what we need to do, I'll have to get it nice and square and all the rest of it. Notch that out and we'll stitch there. Can't remember, I'll mark it out and do it properly and clean those corners up, just so there's no, I could put stuff in there but I won't bother. You'll see what I do anyway when I get the welder out. Yep, okay, cool. So far so good. I've done a bit of work on the doors. This one's not as tight as I'd hoped, but it's not too bad. So that will fit. We'll adjust, but it will. Over there like so. Venting's a bit low, but never mind. And that will vent such as that. Cool. There's a gap in there, that'll get heaps of air going through. A little bit different to the last one though. But oh, that's how it is, that'll work. I think I've designed it to be flush there, so that's good. And this one here, there's not a lot of room on these ovens. Okay, so something like that. That'll work. It's a bit shinier, so we have to work on that too, but all good so far. Let's have a look at the hinges. Yeah, that'll work. We will get away with that. Same there. Nice. Good. Well, I said I'd do it with a bullnose flap wheel, which I do have. But the question is where? And it could be anywhere. Seen it the other day too. I've got no idea. So after an hour or so of looking, oh look no more. I'll just use an ordinary flap wheel, see how we go, eh? Let's go. Not bad, we can live with that. We will get that to fit. It's not going down like it should for some reason, but might be distortion in there, but we'll get a clamp on it and so forth and we'll be good. Nice, that's that one sorted. Cool. Right, so what you're about to see me do is what I just done, but the audio didn't work for some reason. Hopefully it's sorted out now. So we'll put a bit of mellow original music that I made a few years ago on most of my videos anyway, another story. But what we're doing, I'll explain it now so you know why, theory behind it all, yeah? So what I've got a tendency to do is, if you can see that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes, 5 6mm holes in the back of the oven box. And the theory behind that is every oven I've looked at, the electric oven inside, coal range I used to have, they've all got some way of venting. Theory being, of course, not that it will on this oven, because my fit-ups probably aren't that good, but sometimes I've put that fiberglass sort of door sealer stuff. It's like a fiberglass rope that you put around to seal the door to keep the heat in. If I do that, what I don't want this oven to do is seal with the heat expanding and that, and blow the door or bend the door or do whatever else. So put that in there for the vents. Whether you need it, don't know, might be too big. If I find there's too many for some reason, not that I'd know, I'll plug them up from the inside with button head bolts. But for now, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're done. You'll see me doing it, and that's why. Right, that'll do for this one, episode 2. I'll put a few tacks on there. What I've got to do, I'll take this off, I think, and then so I can close up. There's a few gaps there, nothing really there. Got bread to cook, bit enough more than I can chew for the day. So yeah, I'll take that off, then I'll flip it over. So you'll see all that in the next video. Episode 3, this will be the end of episode 2. So I hope you're all happy and well and having a good time. And we'll leave you with, don't know what we'll leave you with. We'll do a bit of an outro sort of scene from somewhere I've been. And yeah, thanks for coming, and hope you're enjoying your life.